for those of you who have been here before, you just have to bear with it. And for those of you who haven't been here before, this is the explanation.
Got it.
Also, it appears as though we have 4 empty chairs. So, which means the people who are still coming are gonna wind up, like in church,
Yeah.
having to shuffle up front. My name is Lauren Nemi, and with my partner Christine, we are the founders of the American School of Storytelling. The American School is committed to the oral narrative arts, storytelling, poetry, spoken word, singer-songwriters, periodically comedy, and even more periodically, much to my surprise whenever it happens, flamenco on this stage.
Small.
They love how it sounds. I get as nervous as hell every time that it goes up into the lights. You know, this is our second set of lights, by the way. You know? Flamenco was here when we lost the last set. So, let me talk a little bit. We do online and in-person classes, and we do performances. Let me give you a rundown of some of the things that are coming up. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, if you are really interested in long-form storytelling or fringe programming, is the first day of a 2-day, this week and next week, Build Your Fringe Show workshop.
Good idea.
So, I've been doing fringe shows since 1995 in 6 different cities, and I think I've done like 35 or 37 fringe festivals. So I have some sense of how they work. And I'm happy to teach that to anyone who wants to, or who just simply wants to develop a long form story, 45 plus minutes. Just requires the same kind of thinking. Tomorrow night, if you like this night, tomorrow night we have a performance called Moonshine Stories, parentheses, solidarity, and parentheses. At the beginning of February, I was part of an online concert done by Illinois Storytelling, in which they basically invited Minnesota storytellers to talk about what the hell was happening.
Yeah.
And after the online concert was over, which had a very lovely response from across the country, they said, well, why don't we do it in Minnesota? And so tomorrow night we're doing it here with most of the same people who told on the online concert, plus some other folks who are not part of that concert. It is a by donation evening, so you can pay what you will, pay what you want. It's not sold out. It's hard to gauge sold out when it's donations. But I invite you to come back for that. It'll be quite interesting. On Monday, March 2nd, we are doing the second of our witness open mics. And I will say, I have to say something about this, which is that we just received a grant from Forecast Public Art
Same one?
in support of the Witness Open Mic series. So, so thank you Forecast for the money, and the state of Minnesota, who I think gave them the money through the legacy funds. The Witness Open Mic literally is open to any combination of people, right? Poetry, singer-songwriters. For our first one, we had somebody describe how you minimize your digital presence so that it can be harder to track. We had someone talk about whistle etiquette and with whistles for anyone who wanted them. We had poetry, we had stories, we had one woman who sang laments in Finnish, and the audience sang with chorus with her. But the part that I loved best was, up here is where it's going to be. So or right there. Those are the choices.
His wife is over here.
So anyway, people talk, right? And that's why we're doing it. On the starting on Tuesday, the 3rd, for people who want to sort of develop your own storytelling, an intermediate storytelling class in person in here. 4 weeks, you get to work on whatever kind of story you want, whether it's traditional or personal. Guarantee you to be moth ready, if nothing else, at the end of that class. And then the last 2 items I'm going to mention are, on Friday, March 6th, you know, we're loading up the whole month of March really heavily on the front end because Christine and I have to go to Texas for the Texas Storytelling Festival in the middle of the month. So it's like, nothing's happening here then. But on the 6th of March, Friday the 6th, it is Satish Jahari with another one of his Mahabharata story, the French Indian cycle stories. In this case, it is Shiva and Adisaki, the eternal love story. So that'll be fun. And then finally, I want to mention that on Monday, March 9th, Ruby Rain is doing the third of 5 performances around, she calls it on the unfolding. Each of them is around one of the senses. This one is around smell, right? So the nose knows is sort of the watchword. In April, she's going to be doing, I think she's going to be doing, I don't know, touch, I don't know, something. But every month she takes on one of the senses. And it's a lovely process. It is one part storytelling, one part mythology, one part audience exploration of concepts. Plus, you know, lots of stuff, right? So I expect there'll be things to smell on Monday. The best way to find out what we're doing, if you can go to the website or you can sign up back on the desk for our newsletter. It comes out every month. It has the lists of all the classes, all the performances, and some little commentaries on the state of the world. And with that, we're still 2 empty chairs, so yay. But I'm getting out of the way, and tonight takes place now.